I mean, it hasn't even been 2 full months yet, and Donald Trump's approval ratings are already in the toilet.
We're going to look at presidents at this point in their presidency, right? And the word here that I would use to describe Trump is awful. In fact, the only person who does worse than Trump does right now with a +1 net approval rating is himself back in 2017 when he was at -8. So he's doing better than he was.
I was going to say, you could spin it another way. He's making gains.
He's making gains, but he's doing worse than everybody else. The average president at this point, get this, plus 27 points on their net approval rating. Donald Trump is doing historically awful. The only person he beats is, again, himself from term number 1.
How about on the issue that, one, he says he was most elected to fix, and he said he would do it on day one, which would be the economy.
On the economy. Well, he beat himself on overall, but on the economy, he can't even beat himself.
And the people you should really ask are Wall Street. Donald Trump, I think, really evaluates his presidency on his approval rating and the stock market. And look how the markets are reacting. You know, he waves it off by saying, oh, it's a little bit of temporary disruption. People who run businesses do not like this policy. Tariffs are a legitimate policy. Trump chaos theory, not so much.
The Democratic messaging actually has been going pretty well. So talking about they're trying to cut your health care while giving tax breaks to the rich. If you look at the latest Quinnipiac poll, there's over 50% disapproval of Trump himself, how he's handling the economy, how he's handling the federal workforce, how he's handling Ukraine and Russia, how he's handling trade with Mexico, how he's handling trade with Canada. So basically, he's underwater on everything. And a lot of that is due to the fact that Democrats are out there at town halls, like Jason Crow, for instance, held a town hall. He's a representative in Colorado. 1,300 people showed up to that. And there was tons of social feed that came out of that. And we know about the Republicans having town halls and then having to run away or asking questions like, what do you think of Doge? And expecting people to say something positive, and then they're screaming.
We need to have a really strong look at going after their endowments as well.
Yeah, I just saw some news that Trump took some grants away from Johns Hopkins, where my sister works, and now my mom's upset. She's texting me. It's going to be a whole family thing. So we'll have to deal with that over the weekend.
We're taking on Donald Trump and Elon Musk, which is also bringing Donald Trump's numbers down. Donald Trump is now also underwater. He has less support from the American public because people don't support his cuts to Medicaid and Social Security. And they certainly don't support Elon Musk, who is an unelected, essentially, co-president with Donald Trump. And so we are pushing back. I'm really proud of Democrats that are fighting back, that understand you got to fight fire with fire, that know that we've got to be tough and aggressive. And what we should not be doing at this moment is allowing Republicans to roll over us, kumbayaing with them and hoping that bipartisanship is going to happen. That is not what this moment is about. Our democracy is being attacked, and we've got to be tough.
So it's not just that Donald Trump is a bull in a china shop and completely turbulent, and he just makes a mess everywhere he goes and with everything he does, you know, like whether it be the comments and threats against places like Canada, Mexico, Greenland, the Panama Canal, and then him just going back and forth on his tariff threats, but also just the fact that he has no plan outside of avoiding prison. That's the whole entire reason that he ran for office this third go round. And now that he avoided that, now that he successfully avoided a prison sentence, he's just like, now what? Like a dog that finally caught the car. And one of the biggest differences between this administration and the last one is he has even less people around him to tell him no. There's even less guardrails that are even existing at all. So we're not even 2 months in yet, and his approval rating's already in the toilet. He made a lot of big promises, and he has no plan to carry those and see them to fruition. He has no plan for the economy. He has no plan to keep us safer. The EPA is signing away our health. They're destroying the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, going after the Department of Education, firing thousands of people. Then, oh, whoops, need you back. It's a complete and total mess. And again, we're not even 2 full months in. So we all better buckle up because it's just going to be complete chaos for another 3 years and some months.